I do not hear any audio yet. Oh, now I do. Mhm. I could hear my voice, though. Yeah. Yeah. Well, oh, no, I do. Wait. Yeah, I still hear it, yeah. For some reason, I don't hear yours, but that's probably because you're observing. It's all good. Oh my god, wait a minute, hold on. No, I don't hear it. Oh my god, I had the stream open somehow. I am tripping. What do you mean? This is the most formal. Yeah, I cannot hear myself now. I'm not sure if I can't. I don't think I can hear sound for some reason. Maybe that's just me. Got you. Okay, that would make sense. That's just the server. All right. Seems like a rush up banana to start it off from the tees. Get goes down. Early lead by the tees. Arthos spamming the Tech 9, tries to get the kill. Jean also spamming the Tech 9, does get it. CT's in a retake scenario, 5v3. And I do not hear sound. All the CTs in spawn, trying to find an opening. It's still pistol round, so it's going to be very hard to retake. Cryo does get in, gets Arthos. Skull working his way up, gets down by Twisted. And Cryo goes right down. It is now a 1v4, and down goes Julio. The win, the round goes to the T's. Yeah. Yeah. I see a grenade stack by the CTs. This is going to be brutal if it collides with them. A grenade stack. A lot of grenades go bottom mid. They're all flanking. Julio does get one with a USPS. 5 CTs all pushing as hard as they can. Mac-10 finds a kill as well. Numbnuts able to find one though. 2, 3! Numbnuts! 3K on the board. Arthos gets one more, and it's just down to one last CT. And Michael goes down. Numbnuts, 4K with a Mac-10 lurking in the smoke. Sure, that's a good idea. The CTs did have a pretty good round shredding the T's economy, but it wasn't really too strong compared to some. The CTs are on a buy round. Seems like the flank of the CT, do they realize? Does he realize that there's one behind him? Michael does not spot him in time. His teammate goes down, but he's able to get the kill. 3v2. T's. 2 people left. The round goes down to a standstill. Bomb in apps. Maybe looking for one pick to get this round back into the T's favor. Grunkly peeking around the corner, just checking anywhere. And down goes John. Grunkly. Does he realize that he's graveyard? No, he doesn't, and he goes down. The CTs win their first round. Yes. A lot of kills by the CTs. The T's upper left. Michael Circa 3K off Banana. Bomb is dropped in a pretty tough spot. I would not blame him for saving the op. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he has not fired a shot yet, so they probably don't realize that he is saving an op. It's probably going to be for the better, and also might give the T's some leeway room for the next round. very tough. Timeout on the T side, maybe finding a new strategy or looking for a new plan. Still, the buy on both sides are pretty interesting. We see, I was going to say a MAC-10 on the T side, but we see a Negev and we see an MP9 on the CT half, which, honestly, MP9 is great, and the Negev is a super weapon sometimes. You can use it to get a ton of kills, but it's also a very big noob weapon. Not saying that Cryo is a noob, of course, but can't believe myself. For sure, yeah. And it's also a pretty good tilt weapon. If you die to it a bunch, you're like, how is this in the game? How is this fair? And it basically breaks your mental. And starting off, we see the T's have a very passive beginning. We don't see them taking much apartments control. They're not all the way at banana. Oh. That is interesting. For sure. I've gotten word that your mic is off. I was talking to myself that whole time. That is okay. Well, great. Julio takes down 2. Skull as well, MP9 in hand. Oh my god, my delay on the broadcast. 3v3, hide up. Oh, Twisted Agony takes down Michael with the op. Having ops on each side, they might face off soon. John kills Skull. It's now down to Getor. Getor got. Seems like he's saving the op. Pretty smart decision. And the round is seemingly going to the T's. We'll have to say that. That was pretty good aggression. We saw them play really passive at the beginning and then immediately rotate to A, which is honestly really good game plan. No guns lost on the T half. Looking pretty good for them. Their economy is looking also very, very great. It seems like another buy round for the CTs. It's going to be a pretty even match. If the CTs lose this round, they might not be able to actually take the space they need, or the rounds especially, because they're going to be forced on a save. And like we've said many times before, the economy is incredibly hard to control sometimes. Common util spread around the map. The grenade. Numbnuts gets a bit tagged by it. It's very interesting to see that a lot of the T's don't take really aggressive banana control. They just take it pretty slow, expecting the CT's util. And the CTs are playing pretty far back as well. John working his way up mid. Does he expect the guy on the corner? He expects him, but does not get the shots. John gets tagged, but does get the kill. Numbnuts. Taking it very slow. Does he expect 2 to be there? The off shot goes through. Michael Sark does tag him up a pretty good amount, but does take a little bit of damage in return. Seems like the T's are going for an A hit, which is not a bad idea. 5 against 2. Just gotta hope the CT defense is able to hold this push off. Do they expect him to be in that balcony spot? Oh, crosshair placement, waiting. Able to get 1, maybe 2, but down he goes. CTs are now rotating. The bomb has not been planted yet. It's giving them some viable time. Strongly A does see 1. Decides to play back under balcony. While the CTs seem to be grouping up, playing it pretty slow. 1 is spotted. Scrunkly gets spotted, and down he goes up. Headshot through a wall. The opshot misses. Arthos gets 2. And down goes Geturgot. Arthos, a 3K, saving this defense on the T side. And the CTs are pushed back on a save. You see Michael with a hero rifle, but it's going to be pretty tough. Oh, nope, down it goes. All pistols. A little bit of util, an MP9, but it's not going to be a pretty great buy for the CTs. CT's playing very passive like usual. T's following it as well. Comparing it to, like, the other ranks, we've seen, like, Premier have some really aggressive plays, and a lot of the teams basically just gun for as much control as possible. These teams are playing incredibly passive. Cryo able to find 1. Does he? Yes, he does! 5-7 in hand, almost whiffs it, but does get the kill. Still tied up. Cryo does get down, and also Michael Sark goes down as well. 2v4. They seem to expect that this might be the site that is clear. Geturgot does get 1. Skull on site, down he goes. It is now a 1v3. John, 3 kills with an AK. Geturgot is taking his sweet time, also AK in hand. He's going to need a miracle to take out these 3. Oh, and it's all good. And it seems like maybe he's playing for exits, trying to find some guns. Able to spot 1. Does he realize the other one's grave? Kills 1. Does he realize where the other is? Yes, he does a little bit of damage. Is he able to live the explosion? I don't think so. Oh, no, I think he has time. Very close call. The CTs are back on a pretty solid buy. We see some MP9s, rifles, and UMP. Pretty solid weapon. And on the T side, we have another up and 4 AKs. It's going to be pretty tough still for the CTs, but we have seen them take a couple of rounds off them, especially get some pistol kills. Maybe they might be able to find the rhythm in this round. John able to find 1, does get dinked though. Goal. UMP in hand. Is he able to find 1? Taking it really slow. Does hear him top mid, but down he goes. Julio also goes down. M4 taken out. 2 CTs left. They're both on B side. They don't realize that A has been taken over. Maybe playing for the save or playing for the flank, but it seems like they're playing very passive. And it seems like they are opting for a save on this part. It's going to be pretty tough for the CTs to rebuild that economy. Maybe getting 1 or 2 rounds, make it into 4-8 half, but still, it's going to be very tough to rebuild this eco, especially not taking out anyone from the T's. But they are going to be trying to hunt them down. Michael Sark onside does spot one. Maybe able to take away one rifle, maybe playing pretty safe. The grenade goes through. Is he able to keep his gun? Yes, he does! Low HP, 3 HP. CT's in a pretty tough spot, able to buy maybe some guns, maybe force out a round, but the rest of the economy is not looking too great. And it's interesting to see how Michael has a ton of money, but is opting to not dropping an extra gun, which that might hurt them in the following rounds. Grenade goes down mid. Julio does an okay amount of damage, I think. Oh, and a ton of grenades go back up. Pretty sure that's Skull who just ate them all. Numbnuts able to find Gettergot. Seems like they're finally opting in for a B push. Smoke goes through. Michael able to find one. Cryo also able to find one across the map. Runs out of ammo, the M41S. Those reduced bullets not looking too great. Still tied up though, 3v3. Julio waiting for his team to rotate over, playing it very slow, MP9 in hand. It seems like one of them still rotating over, playing very slow. Julio checking every single corner, MP9 in hand. Will he spot the one close? No, he doesn't. Arthos takes him down. Flash goes through. Will that blind him? Skull able to take out one. Offer down. Skull takes out another. It's now a 1v1. Does he have enough time to defuse? He's just going to try and stick it. Does not realize the guy is flanking him. And Arthos does kill him, but I think he goes down to this bomb. The round goes to the T's once again. Mulligans up 7-2 against the Flytraps. And the CTs opt in for a timeout. This has not been... Right. Let's see if Holy Cow can get the audio working once again. I'm hoping my mic isn't too loud.
Hello. I think I'm in now. All right, how about you give it a talk?
Yep, I hear it.
Awesome. Welcome. Sorry, everyone. I was yapping and yapping. Poor Zachary.
You'll love to see it.
Just talking to himself on stream.
Going crazy. Oh, the miss of a smoke. Still U2 going off, playing very slow all across the board. Any opening words for us?
No, it's just been a really dominant T half T, as in like TEE, because that's their franchise name or abbreviation. Just Numbnuts is doing a lot of damage. I don't think the CTs are contesting banana control enough. So they're getting all this free space at the beginning of the round, freeing up the T's to kind of do whatever they want in mid, and then they get to kind of pick and
able
choose.
To find one though.
Oof.
But doesn't expect him to re-push up the stairs. Down he goes. Tied back up 4-4. Everyone just playing incredibly slow. Just don't want to lose B control, don't want to lose A control. They're spread out completely. Julio finds the one on the drop. Picks up an AK. Almost gets both of them. Both are very low. Alarm bell's going off. The CTs need to rotate faster. Or does he expect him to be in the corner, though? Yes, he does. Oh. Michael Stark able to find one.
Faster fail.
It's all good. Michael Stark playing very slow. The smoke is blocking his vision. Gettergot does go down. Is now down to Michael. Needs to try and find a round here. Does he expect to be behind him? No, he doesn't, and he goes down. Another round goes to the Mulligans.
Mulligans are just taking this game by storm. ETs need to figure out this. I think they're taking some positions, but then they're just not playing together. Sure, they got one pick in apps, but there was just no follow up, so it was just a 1-for-1. And then, as you know, I think trades favor the T's, especially in Counter Strike. So they need to figure out how to play together, how to trade each other out, and try to get the numbers advantage and map control as well, because it seems like T just has the freedom to do whatever they want to do.
And as we see both teams playing very passive. This is a recruit game, so it is going to be a lower rank. But we see that the passiveness isn't probably working out for the CTs, because the trades, especially, like Holy Cow said, it's tough for them to regain control if they lose 1 or 2. We've seen Cryo take a bit of space, especially in the rounds before with his 5-7, and it's worked out for him, even on a save round. And we see them playing very aggressive this time. Getrogot, MP9 in hand, does not get the shots though. John, AK in hand. Seems like we finally found a pacing change, but it wasn't able to work out. Julio able to find Scrunkly with the FAMAS, tying it back up.
Yeah, good for Julio to figure out that Scrunkly's kind of just been taking apps for free every round.
For sure, and Twisted takes down Michael Sark. Pretty sure that was their top frag.
Oh.
John trying to jump up to apps. It's a difficult jump, we all know. Cryo. Does he expect Arthos to be in the smoke? No, he doesn't. Just gonna keep playing back on site. Twisted still up in hand, holding it very dominantly. We see Arthos just playing around in the smoke, just waiting, seeing if he's able to find a pick. Skull just playing back on B. We haven't seen them hit B very much, so it's very interesting to still see one on B. Taking no space on Banana. He just doesn't know if there's going to be one there, and it's going to be a long rotate. John throws down a smoke, does get taken down by Julio in pit. Oh my god, Numbnuts gets Cryo. The Molotovs go through. This is not looking good for Julio, but he is in the smoke. Maybe able to find a bit of leeway, maybe able to find a pick. Waiting for his teammate to rotate. Able to spot one. Does he get it? Yes, he does. Down he goes. 3 kills. Now he needs Skull to clutch up here. Maybe heard the AK equip. Probably didn't the MP9. Able to spot one. Does he realize he's going to be in the corner again? No, he doesn't. And Skull goes down 9-2. Mulligans have an incredible lead.
Yeah, 9-3 going on their 10th round against the light buy for the other team. GRN just doesn't have the answers and not taking that space properly. Again, I did like the change in aggression, but there was no support util from the team, so it just kind of seemed like a suicide mission to go all the way down.
Did I say the wrong name in chat, or am I just tripping?
I don't think so.
Okay, because I think I'm just I'm too drunk right now. No, I can't drink. A lot of grenade spams coming up. Banana, Getrogot trying to find leeway, trying to find maybe a pick in Banana. Taking that space has worked out for other teams, but Arthos does take another kill. Lead does go to the T's in this round. Numbnuts trying to find one. AK in hand does see the flash. Getrogot tries to peek off it, but does not get the kill. He's not even blind to the smoke. Goes back right in his face, but Numbnuts let's go down. Michael Sark probably realizes they are going to be taking A. And they have the advantage now. 3v2 Twisted with the up. Julio below him, just playing very passive with the M4.
I think Julio smoked himself off, and so they think they've just gotten away. I think Scrunkly's aware of that.
Scrunkly able to find Skull, though. Wallbang headshot. Really brutal. Does he expect him to be in pit? He drops down, the off does miss! Julio gets the spray down with the M4. Does he see him? Yes, he does. Michael Sark playing very passive.
Oh.
And Julio does get it! And half of 9-3. Yeah, it says the Mulligans versus Flytraps.
Yes, I think that is actually correct. Yeah, no, I think this is just a very dominant display from T. The Mulligans. Yeah, Arthur's obviously doing a lot of damage here, and Numbnuts as well on that B control, kind of just dominating with over 180 ADR each. Yeah, no, very well played. Let's see if they can keep this going on that CT side. The T's definitely GR need that pistol to propel them forward if they want to get this map anywhere close. So we'll see what they have in store. Like they're opting for one flash, one smoke, and one nade, and full with
Oh, and a clean shot by Arthas already. Getragot goes down. Oh, and another one through the smoke headshot. Incredible shooting. Numbnuts also finds Cryo. This is not looking good for the T's. Michael able to find one. Julio goes down though. Arthos 3K and a fourth one. All headshots. Oh my god.
That is absolutely insane. That's some very, very fine Counter-Strike from Arthos. Just get those clean one-tap USP shots. And it seems like GRN didn't have a response for that. That was just swing me. I can shoot. And opting for the XM. So we'll see how they decide to play this.
Yeah, the Flytraps are in a pretty tough spot right now. Seems like they are forcing a bunch of Tech 9s. And they're flooding through apartments. This rush is going to be really tough for the CT Spawn. Hold off, Numbnuts goes down. Twisted. Also Tech 9 in hand. Has a scout as well. Tech 9 spray down, but he does not get the kill. Getragot able to find one. Goes down right after. 2v3 Michael. Tech 9 in hand, not able to get the kill. It is now just down to Julio, but he goes down! Another round goes to the Mulligans.
Yeah, and that was a force round, so they're going to either have a very limited buy or they're going to have to force up, and especially when they do need those rounds, fortunately. The PT side economy starting to build up, and again, I think they had a good idea with the rush there. I just think that the weaponry and some missed shots there on their end.
For sure. They probably should have had a lurk or something. Try and find a couple of picks, see where they were. But I can't be the shot caller for their team. And especially for them buying, again, it's going to be an even more rough final round. They're basically praying that they can win this round so they have a solid shot.
Oh!
Cryo able to find 1-2 with the AK. This is what they needed. Smokes go off. Now down to 1 CT left. Arthos able to find one. Numbnuts the grenade. Oh my god, Arthos! You can't do this! Arthos 4 kills! The F4 defends the site on his own!
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea to push Arthos when they were reloading, and unfortunately for... just pulls out the Tech 9 and just dinks the
peeker. Him down.
Yeah, and then, yeah, again, I think it's just smooth sailing. They have very limited util on the T side, and see what they can do. See if they can find a response, but T are just running away from it with it.
For sure, and honestly, we've seen aggressive T-halves, but we saw them, GRN playing the Mulligans playing very passive on their T side, and now we see a kind of aggressive passive style on their CT, which is interesting because we've not really seen that in any teams so far.
Yeah.
Passive all around the board, like mimicking their other halves. Cryo, Julio working up. Arthos decides to rotate, maybe expects him to go A. The bomb is, and Julio takes down John. Arthos realizes his mistake, tries to rotate back. Does he realize where he is? Cryo trying to find that kill. Arthos able to get it though. Arthos finds the other Julio trying to back up, maybe holding off this fake. Numbnuts goes down. Getragot does get him with the MAC-10. The bomb is starting to plant. The fake work, Julio. Maybe able to find Ross. Does he find it? No, he doesn't. Decides it's time to rotate. 3v3. Though seems to be playing pretty passive. The shots are going through. Twisted, op in hand. He's making the call that he is. Balcony almost jumps into his shot.
And
it seems like they're calling to save. This op and AK is definitely worth keeping.
Yeah, I think that's a smart decision. Like, even though you are winning multiple rounds in a row, it's still really early on in the game. Keep your economy healthy. Keep 3 alive. He's looking to maybe do some damage. Gets tagged in the process.
Gattergod hides right at the end. Almost loses his gun. They need this economy. The economy's still in a really tough spot. It's going to be tough for them to win 8 rounds in a row, but we have maybe seen these comebacks before. It's going to be pretty tough, though. Not sure if we've seen a comeback this far in CSC, but it's going to be tough.
Arthos with a 5 KD.
Oh my god. Scrunkly playing close with the M4. Molotov goes through, doing a little bit of burn damage. Only 1. I think, actually, no, 4 damage, but... he can get what he wants. Cryo playing pretty... frantically checking every single angle. Will he check a bomb? No, he doesn't! The MP9 kills him! John able to find the first. Decides to play back. Julia trying to find that trade, trying to wait for someone to push Coffin. Taking it very slow. MP9, John goes down, almost able to find one. Skull gets stranded onto site. This is not looking good for the T's.
Aware of this possibility. Oh, good peek.
Nuts takes him down. It's just down to Julio. Able to find the first. Able to find the second. If he's looking for one, come at 29 HP and a dream. Will he find the third? No, he doesn't, and he goes down. Mulligans, 13-4, takes it home. Arthos with an incredible KD above 4. That is phenomenal.
Dude, what a game. What a game from Arthos and the Mulligans. Just mowing them down. There was like just no answers that GRN could find. I think it's obviously back to the drawing board for these teams, and yeah, trying to figure out what they can do, because maybe Inferno is not your map. Maybe you need to practice your util. Maybe you need to just come up with a few strategies. Talk to your GM, maybe talk to a couple other upper tier players, see if you can come up with something, because there was just no answers, especially on the CT side. We did see some nice aggression from GRN on that T side, and that kind of really worked well for them. But again, Arthos was just on something else today. Yeah, just really great stats from Arthos. 140 ADR with 68% headshot is just kind of unfair to the rest of the team. It's like, yeah, let me take all your kills. But yeah, very well played.
Like the whole team overall played very well. We've seen Numbnuts and John do also very solid, and especially Scrunkly and Twisted, they held down their sights incredibly well, and we saw them take a lot of space. And Scrunkly especially, we saw them take apps, we saw them take like mid as well. We saw them take a lot of space, and that kills don't define your game.